Are you looking for an attacking midfield wonderkid who has vision, flair and technique that can unlock defences and help you to score more goals in Football Manager 26? Well, if you are, Samuele Inacio might just be the player you are looking for. Before I show you why Samuele Inacio is a must-sign wonderkid in Football Manager 26, please don't forget to like today's video and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Right then, let's jump into Football Manager 26 and take a look at Samuele Inacio. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Samuele Inacio. He's a 17-year-old Italian wonderkid who begins the game as part of Borussia Dortmund's under-19s team. At the age of 17, he's valued at 7.4 to 22 million pounds. He's a player that plays through the middle of the pitch as an attacking midfielder and will use his creativity to help unlock defences as well as score goals when you need them. He's a player that plays centrally most of the time, can also drift out to either side of the pitch and also contribute as an orthodox midfielder if you need him to play there also. In real life, this is a player who has just had a fantastic under-17s FIFA World Cup where he contributed to Italy going through into the later phases of the tournament. He would go on and become one of the best players in the tournament and make sure that Dortmund have a rising star on their hands. In today's video, I'm going to use Football Manager 26 to see if Samuele Inacio can develop into a true wonderkid across the next 10 years of his career. At the first jump forward, we have gone 5 years into the future. It's now 2030. Samuele Inacio is 22 years old, and we see he has now finally broken in to Borussia Dortmund's first team. At the age of 22, he's valued at 16.5 to 50 million pounds. So we know that he is now playing first team football for Dortmund. Let's take a look at what's happened across the past 5 years. So in the 25-26 season, he would make the breakthrough into Dortmund's first team, making 18 appearances. He would also, though, be playing for Dortmund's second team in the 3 Liga, where he made 19 appearances. Those 3 Liga appearances in Dortmund's second team would lead to him going back into the first team, where he would actually struggle to get first team football. It would take a loan to Darmstadt in the 2 Bundesliga to play 17 times that would get that promotion back to Dortmund, and the first team football would then start to come. 22 appearances in the 28-29 season and 11 appearances in the 29-30 season gave him a 7.07 average rated season. At this point of his career, at the age of 22, he's now played 111 first team games. Luckily for him, that first team football has aided his development. When we look across his attributes, you can see in the physicals, he scores highly for acceleration, agility, natural fitness, pace and stamina. In the mentals, it's his anticipation, composure, flair, off the ball and vision that all stand out. And in the technicals, it's his dribbling, first touch, long shots, passing and technique. So at the age of 22, there is clear development for the player. The big question is, can he go on to cement a first team place at Dortmund? And can he develop even further as we go into the 10-year point? So the next jump forward takes us to 2035, where we are now 10 years into the future. Samuele Inacio is 27 years old. He's still at Borussia Dortmund and has now started to cement a first team place, leading to massive development in the player. At this point of his career, he's valued at 51 to 152 million pounds and has played 46 times for Italy, scoring 15 goals. Let's take a look at how much first team football he has got across the 10 years. So when we come back, we can see that we have broken into the first team in the 30-31 season. He played 30 times for Dortmund. He would then go on to play 31 times in the 31-32 season, scoring 11 goals. In the 32-33 campaign, 29 games, then 22 and 29 once again in the 34-35 season. He would have that 11 goals as his most across his career to this point. And in terms of his creativity, he would have 6 assists in the 34-35 season and the 30-31 season. At this point of his career, his average highest rating is 7.27. So it took him a while to break into Dortmund's first team proper, but once he got in there, he has not looked back, and that has made him take big steps forward in terms of his development. Across this point of his career, 312 first team appearances with 72 goals. Looking at the player then, in terms of the development across his attributes, we can see there is big steps forward everywhere in the physicals. Acceleration, agility, natural fitness, pace and stamina all stand out. In the mentals, anticipation, composure, flair, off the ball and vision. Then in the technicals, it is dribbling, first touch and technique that are now standouts. This is a player that has gone on to develop fantastically in the position he plays. He's now a creative genius. He can really unlock defences and he's chipping in with goals too. I think at this point there is also a case to be made that if you could sign him early enough, or if you're managing Dortmund, you can throw him in and get a lot more development out of him. Certainly getting to this point quicker if you are giving him more first team football early in his career. Speaking of career, let's look at the tab. It says that Inacio is truly one of world football's global superstars. The game says at the age of 27, he has 46 caps for Italy, is an elite attacking midfielder who is a 4.5-star reputation player. He has 8 goals in 73 matches and has 1 award. So he can go on and develop into this kind of player, but he really is first team football reliant. I think if you're going to get the best out of him, if you're managing Dortmund, for example, throw him into your first team and develop him quicker than what the AI has done in this simulation, and you're going to have yourself a true elite Wonderkid. So there we have it. That is a look at the next 10 years of Samuele Inacio's career according to Football Manager 26. This is a player that will develop fantastically. I think that you will have to take the risk and put him in early to try and get that development out of him. But as you can see, by the end of the 10 years, you're going to have a player that can really unlock defences and contribute by scoring goals. I think you really need to take a risk if you're managing Dortmund and just throw him into the first team. You're going to have a fantastic elite Wonderkid on your hands if you do that. Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you impressed with how Inacio develops? Do you think you could get that development out of him quicker if you put him in the first team? Were you surprised that he took such a big jump from year 1 to year 10? Whilst you're there, please don't forget to like today's video and make sure you're subscribed to the channel.